If you're new to our channel, let's catch you up on how it all started and what's going on now. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. We're Lauren and Alexi, and we crave a life outside the box. We love to travel and have had the opportunity to see some of the most beautiful places in the world. We spent an entire summer 2 years ago in Southeast Asia, primarily Thailand and Bali, Indonesia. Since then, we had this crazy idea to save and restore an old boat so that one day we can downsize our lifestyle, live more simplistically, and call the ocean, where we both feel most at peace, home. In February of this year, Alexi and I came across the exact boat we'd spent 2 years dreaming about, with the end goal being to live aboard someday. We have very little, if any, knowledge of wooden boat restoration other than the 2 years of extensive research we'd both been doing, and yet here this one appeared out of the blue and not too far from home. After a couple of weeks of back and forth, we celebrated Valentine's Day by making the call and pulling the trigger, not knowing what chaos this year had in store for all of us. Needless to say, we've been thrown a curveball and had to come up with a way to roll with all of this change, and with that has birthed our new Hotel on Wheels, our soon-to-be new and improved pop-up camper. With nowhere to stay and work on our boat, we think this will not only allow us to have all of the camping adventures, but bring our dog Letty along for all of it. This is our Popup Camper Mini Series, a mini adventure on the way to the big adventure. Welcome, and we're glad you're here. Welcome to Lovers Aboard Odessa. I'm Lauren, and that's Alexi, and we recently bought a 71-year-old vintage wooden yacht. Our plan for the next couple of years is to do a massive restoration and eventually call her home. And while we don't know everything there is to know, and we certainly plan on learning so much, we do know how insanely possible it is to live the life you've always imagined. We're just lovers with a dream, here to inspire you not to give up on yours. To see more of this adventure, follow us on Instagram at Lovers Aboard Odessa. And don't forget, as always, to like, subscribe, and tell us what you think in the comments. Let's dive in. You want me to put Letty in the front with me and you just put it back here?
My original plan was to install the panels, a full sheet, which was 4x8. But then looking at it, I decided to cut them up into 3x4s. The reason behind this was that if I ever needed to do any repairs or any leaks, I can just work on one section at a time without having to take the entire roof off. So I could just remove that panel, work on the leak, and then reinstall that panel back or replace it with a new panel. I'm using Loctite liquid nails. This was an instant grab. What I noticed was that I needed to put a lot more for it to actually grab onto the roof. At the beginning of the clip, you saw that I just put a few lines, and when I placed the panel, it wouldn't hold. So I had to increase the amount of liquid nails, and then I was able to just press the panel to the roof, and they would stick. And then I would go and install some paneling nails to just hold them up. I used 220 sandpaper to roughen up the surface and get it ready for paint. The other option was to use a deglosser, but I felt sanding was a better option. It was quicker and less messy. The There was a little bit of dust, but nothing too bad since it's only a light sanding. Then I applied 2 coats of exterior semi-gloss white paint to seal up the panels. Excuse the mess in here, it's pretty messy. I gotta do a good cleanup, pick it up, but Lauren did a good job staining these, and then all I have to do now is go ahead and put them up here and cover these seams, just like the one down there. Let's take a look at that. So that's the way they look. Then you got the other one down there, and then this one that goes here. And then I just have an extra one just in case. I did find it a challenge to work with PEX in tight spaces, but other than that, I found no cons to the system. The decision to go with PEX was more due to the fact that I've never worked with PEX before, and I just wanted to get an idea of how easy it was to work with, and it turned out to be very easy to install. It was also very fast. All you needed to do was just put in these little clips, crimp them down, and it was all ready to go. You know, I worked with copper before and PVC in the past, and I prefer PEX over all of them. Now the plumbing, let me see, this is probably a little too dark in here. But yeah, you have the city water coming in, and then you have a T that's gonna go into the faucet, and then you have another one that I haven't put up yet that's gonna go into the other side of the camper, all the way around here, which is gonna be a outdoor shower, or just like a rinse off station for Letty, just in case she needs her paws cleaned, and for us as well, so we don't bring any dirt in here. But yeah, so if you follow the system, this is where the water tank would be. The water is gonna travel. It's gonna get filtered before it gets into the pump. The pump pushes the water up to the accumulator tank, and then this one-way valve is gonna go up. And because this one, the city water is gonna be closed, the pressure is gonna force the water up to the faucet and to the rinse station. And then these I need to connect. There's 2 connections, a hot and a cold. But because we're not gonna have hot water, then I'm gonna have to put a T here, or I'm just gonna, I really don't know what I'm gonna do with this, because I can put a T and have this, you know, open, cold, and hot, cold and hot. And no matter which way you put it, it's just gonna come cold water if I just put a T in these two connections. If you notice here, I put a new inlet which is pressure regulated, and then the accumulator here has a little valve that I need to adjust to 80 psi. I gotta read the instructions. I really don't know much about this, but that's what I heard. You just gotta equalize the two so that the pump doesn't run all the time. The other thing I need to do now, like I said, is just replace the tank. I bought a new tank. I don't know where it is. I think it's in here. Nope. Nope. Where is it? Might be in here. Nope. I guess somebody stole it. No, it's probably inside the house. So that's the next thing. Once that it's installed, then I'll be able to test it. Just the city water, because I don't have electricity yet. Once I have the electricity, then I can test the 12-volt pump. But she's coming along one step further. She'll be good to go. For now, we're just waiting on our canvas. Once the canvas is in place, then we should be able to go to our boat and stay out there and work on the boat. All right. See you later.